Hello college golf fans and welcome to a Golfweek.com Take 5. I'm Lance Ringler, joining me Sean Martin, and Sean, we're here at El Paso Country Club for the Western Refining College Golf All-American Classic. And Sean, day one, they like to call it fun day here. Players have a lot of fun on the first day here. Yeah,
you know, it's a long drive contest. We got a putting contest and then just a college am, which doubles as their practice round. It's just a nice little day to warm up for 36 holes tomorrow.
Well, for our first take, we're going to talk about the long drive contest. Sean, there's a long hitter in college golf. He knocked it out there pretty good today.
Yeah, I think for people who follow college golf pretty closely, they're not going to be surprised by who won. Brandon Hagee of Cal, 362. A little bit of altitude up here, but you know, it was cold, it was damp. Fairways run a little bit here, but still dead flat hole. There was no helping wind. Wasn't downhill. It was dead flat. So it's a pretty good poke from Hagee.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that I'd have a chance, and I just wanted to try and rip it and at least get it in the fairway. I've had a few long drive contests where I just missed the fairway, so I wanted to make sure to get it in there. But I had a good one. That was pretty solid.
Well, Hagee won, but we can't leave here without talking about Cameron Peck and what he did in the long drive contest today.
Yeah, you know, Brandon had the longest drive. Cameron had the shortest drive. There's a table right about 90 degrees from the tee. Cameron tried to Happy Gilmore that last one, caught it square on the toe and knocked it right into that table and scared the bejesus out of a few people.
Yeah, and he didn't get hurt. That's the important thing. You don't want to get hurt doing something like that out here.
Nobody was hurt. That was the good side of it, just a good laugh for today.
Now, Cameron, we have seen a Barry Bonds swing from Mr. Hagee. Yeah, oh yeah, he took 3 steps forward in his follow-through.
Oh, that was close.
All right, so we have our long drive champion. Another contest they have here, which is quite interesting. The obstacle course they set up on the putting green. We had a winner there as well.
Yeah, it looks like someone kind of robbed a Western supply store the way they set that putting course up. You got guys have to ride a saddle on one hole. You got gears and you got to putt through an oil well. I mean, it's nuts. But Kevin Penner won. He holed about a 40-footer on one of his holes, the one dead straight hole. And you know, it's just, I guess putting is the most important part of the game, so you know, maybe a little good mojo for Kevin Penner.
The putting is something I've definitely worked on the last few years, and I've gotten a lot better this summer, so no surprise that it's paying off this fall and today.
All right, Sean, moving along to take number 3. Today was fun, but the fun kind of stops now because the golf starts tomorrow. And the history of this tournament has showed us that the players here, they're pretty good players.
Yeah, you know, this is basically the all-star game of college golf. You had to be an All-American to get in this field or win the USAM or be a Walker Cupper. That's about it. You know, a little more than 2 dozen guys here this year, only usually about 30, 35. It's a very elite field, kind of like your Hyundai Tournament of Champions in pro golf. And, you know, they had signs today of past participants. You got Graham McDowell here, Tiger, Bryce Mulder, Lucas Glover, anyone who was a who's who in college golf, Matt Kuchar, those kind of guys. Everyone basically that had a good college career was an All-American. They came because this event is that important, and a lot of those guys obviously went on to win majors and win tour events.
Yeah, win majors, win tour events, Ryder Cup appearances. The field here, if you're anybody out on tour, chances are, and you played college golf, you played in this event, and the history here. And what's really something to me is that they've been able to keep it going. A lot of tournaments kind of have a shelf life, and this thing just keeps rolling along.
Yeah, there's so many selections nowadays of different tournaments, and guys still come out here, and so it speaks to the history of the event that, you know, guys want to get their name up there on that list.
Well, one player we had a chance to talk to just a few moments ago is making a name for himself, and he's a guy who could be a favorite here this week. Well, he is a favorite here this week. There's no question about it. And Patrick Rogers from Stanford.
Yeah, he's the second highest ranked player in the field. He's won twice this year in pretty big events. He won Olympia Fields, won at US Collegiate, and won by pretty good margins. A guy who's already been on the Walker Cup team before he even started college, which is a pretty rare feat. And you know, not much you can say wrong about Patrick Rogers' game right now.
Right. And here's what Patrick had to say about playing this week.
I know it's a lot of fun, and I know people come here to have a really good time, but it's a great chance to test yourself against 23 of the best college players in the country. And I'm excited. I've been working hard, and hopefully I can play well this week.
Sean, our final take. We can't leave here without some predictions. Last year, I'll say it, I went out on a limb. I picked Jace Long to win, lost in the playoff. Who you got this year?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and go with Justin Thomas, the highest ranked player in the field. It's hard to pick against him. He's playing so well right now. He's had a good fall. For maybe a little bit of sleeper pick, I'm going to go with our boy Kevin Penner. You know, you win the putting contest, you obviously roll on the rock. You got to go low here. It's a low-scoring course, and I like Kevin.
The difference is there's no hay bales or saddles out there on these greens.
If you can putt around hay bales, you can putt regular greens.
Well, I'm going to stick with my underdog pick. Last year, like I said, I went with Jace Long. He almost won. This year, I'm going to go with New Mexico's John Catlin. I just like the way the guy plays. I've seen him play a few times. He gets after it. He's aggressive. He's feisty. And it's just an event where, you know, you got to have some sleepers. And he's a guy who can win, I think.
There's always a couple guys who are maybe honorable mention All-Americans, weren't that top of the class, but they play well here, play against some names that we know, and they really start to make a name for themselves here, and Catlin can do that.
All right, Sean, that wraps up day one. You going to be here tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Can't miss it.
We'll see you here tomorrow for Golfweek.com Take 5.